Yeah, I should have
Uh,
something.
no, it's all right. So, okay. I just started recording. And again, this is sort of a loose format here. So Chris, first give me your name, spelling, and title that you'd like us to use.
Okay. I'm Chris Wink, CHRISWINK, and I'm the Director of Content and Cool Shit at Area 15. Or you could say the Director of Content and Cool Stuff, or you could do SH asterisk, T. But that's my actual title, whatever is the most appropriate for your show. And I'm also the co-founder of Blue Man Group.
All right, very good. Let me just start off by saying the reason that we're talking to you today is because of a new video that was put out by a couple of creators that is definitely alien themed, but of a timely topic of coronavirus and being quarantined. Now this was put out under Area 15. So let's go back to the beginning here. Can you tell me what is Area 15?
Yeah, well, Area 15 is going to open, well, when this craziness is over, but it's an immersive experience complex, really. It's going to have a variety of things from Meow Wolf. I'm going to be putting something in there called Wink World, which is sort of a psychedelic infinity mirror exhibit. There's going to be augmented reality, virtual reality, axe throwing. So it isn't. Sometimes it's technology, high tech. Sometimes it's low tech. But lots of art, lots of local artists with kind of a maker vibe as well, sort of mixed throughout. But it kind of the reason I made my title Director of Cool Stuff is that I don't really care about whether something's art in a museum. I just care whether it's kind of cool. And I think a lot of people are like that today, whether it's a piece of technology, whether it's a way you're throwing an axe, or whether it's a piece of so-called art. I think there's a kind of a non-pretentious, fun-oriented, but artful, a desire to be a kind of around a great aesthetic experience.
And you came up with the name Area 15, at least it would appear to me, to be a play on Area 51, being in Las Vegas. Area 51's kind of our deal. Area 15's your deal. How did you come to that?
Yeah, we were sort of we're cousins. But actually, no, we want you guys to own the real aliens and the Area 15. We're about bringing the inner alien out. It's about self-expression. So we're using aliens as a metaphor for just being yourself and being very artistic and expressive. And Winston Fisher and Michael Beneville came up with this idea a couple of years ago, and it's really their vision. And when they told me about it, I was so excited because I really wanted to get back to starting something new and that early kind of startup feeling of just being an artist and creating something and feeling like you're creating something in a medium that's about to emerge, about to blow up. So I really was attracted to the project. I'm really happy they brought me on.
So a video like the one that caught our attention today, the Hilly and Millie, is that correct?
Yeah.
The quarantine song, very timely, obviously a video format, very visual, very catchy. How did that fall into your realm, into Area 15? Was it developed ground up from you guys, or did they come to you? How does that work?
Did the aliens come to us? Well, no, well, we wanted to create something in this situation that we're in, and to keep the light shining. That's really what Area 15 is. It's about shining light on the world. It's just about positive vibes and stuff. And this is a hard time. We don't want to be tone deaf to the suffering, but we want people to band together, and as people do in these situations. And so we wanted to do something that kind of kept things a little bit light and also just had a message of like, let's work together. And so we made the video, and we had some aliens because we do have aliens every so often as a kind of ironic metaphor for letting your own freak flag fly, if you will. And so we just used them really quickly, put mouths on them and everything. And so we hired this very talented performance couple, Nate and Hilla, who I've been following for a while and a big fan of and always wanted to work with. And so as soon as Winston said, hey, let's make a video, let's send something out to help people, I said, I know exactly who to call. So we got together. I said, I've got some aliens. You guys are really good at rapping and stuff. And so we threw it together in really just a couple of days.
That's awesome. And it was just put out today, is that correct, or overnight?
I guess it was yesterday.
Yeah. And where do you hope you're looking for this to sort of be a viral, getting the word out about the place, or?
Well, look, we're just trying to be part of the good vibe, and so if people feel moved to share it, then that's great. If it doesn't connect, then that's fine too. But we've gotten some good feedback so far that people have enjoyed having something to send along. And there's so much. I mean, if you're like me, I'm watching the news a lot. Guys, a lot of the same stuff and a lot of just heavy stuff, and it's important. I'm not trying to avoid it, but I think having a little different take on it and some leadership from the artists. I mean, artists always, as you see on the internet, it's not just us, artists have a unique response to times like this. And there's a way that there's the function that artists have. They're not the ones making the decisions, the policy, how to spend the money, how to respond. That's the politician's job. But the artist's job is to provide cultural leadership and perspective and to balance things out. And so that was our goal, is to help in that side of things. A lot of other people are doing it as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've been finding a lot of them online. This is my humble opinion, by far the most entertaining so far. Do you know, are you able to speak how you came up with the names of the aliens?
Well, because I pulled in Nate and Hilla, I thought, well, they're not really Nate and Hill anymore. It's Nilly and Hilly. Mm-hmm. And we just thought that was a funny name. Kind of reminds me of Milli Vanilli. I'm dating myself here, but for people over a certain age, they'll remember fondly on a very funny musical group. You can Google that. But so yeah, that's kind of where the names came from.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time. Appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and end the recording. And we will, I'm going to